KROQ, we are Klein Alley's show. I didn't realize that's one of Jack Antonoff's favorite bands right there, Green Day. True? True or false?
Where'd you hear that?
On the way in, Vanessa was saying he likes Green Day.
Yeah.
Good intro song for you. We're going to play Bleachers. We got a bunch of Bleacher stuff coming up, but we decided let's put on the Green Day. You're
I was happy that you did both those in a row. Some people cut them up on the radio.
Yeah.
But I love that album. I like KROQ and Insomniac. Those are my two favorites.
Yeah, you're like a real music. I mean, obviously, understandably now, you're responsible for, I don't know, some of the biggest songs.
You really like music.
Yeah, you're a real music guy, but like a lot of people, hold on one
Klein
second.
is not a music guy.
I'm not a music guy.
Yeah,
it's tough. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, but you know what? What an interesting perspective, right?
Yeah.
Guy who
works for a radio station doesn't really get music.
So when you queue up songs, you're like, here's another one. I don't get it, but here it is.
Yep.
Well, that was one. Here's another one. This one, don't get it either.
I like songs, but I don't have the I don't know how to feel emotional about music the way that like I'm sure you do that regularly.
Do you care? Do lyrics touch you?
When Dave Grohl says, "I will breathe you in," so you breathe out, so I can breathe you in. Yeah, that hit me.
Okay, because I always feel like, sometimes you meet people who are like, oh, I don't care about lyrics, and I think that's no offense, I'll talk to you. I think if someone doesn't care about lyrics, that's like, there's a chance they're gonna like chop up some bodies later in life.
I see. Yeah. Well, I think for Klein, you're more.
And do you think that's a fair assessment?
I think what's hard for Klein is just sitting with something. To really sit with a song, especially at a show, if we're at a concert or, almost Acoustic Christmas, whatever it is, to really just sit and take in the environment, take in the song, and really let it sink.
Well, let's go deeper. When was the last time you cried?
My dog died.
Oh, no.
Probably.
Your daughter sang.
Oh, my daughter sang
a song.
at graduation, sang a song called Penis Pasta.
Well, no, that was a made-up song that she made, but it was one small voice.
She sang a song at her kindergarten graduation.
And you cried?
I got a little choked up.
A little choked up?
Yeah, a little.
Okay, but do you ever just come home and weep?
Not really. I probably should.
Are you in a marriage?
Yes.
Okay, and you never just come home and you're like...
I sit in my car in the driveway before going in.
And weep?
And weep.
About going inside or about life?
Yes, about going inside.
Oh, okay. Well, you might have enough... you might have like a bit of a House of Cards construct happening that a deep song might just blow the whole thing to pieces.
That's what I'm afraid of. Like, like when you were at a KROQ...
You're afraid of breaking.
I'm afraid of breaking. And when you were at KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, I was afraid of last year, the year before, but I watched the entire set because I enjoy watching musicians do what they do on stage. I'm always blown away.
But you don't want to listen to what I'm saying because you might...
I don't want to break.
You don't want to break.
I don't want to break.
Well, you know what? That's fair.
Thank you.
I once had an analyst who I was asking if I should talk to someone about something, and they were like, no, because it would break them.
Oh, I see.
And it was a simple moment that actually changed the way I was like, oh, yeah, interesting. Everyone's got their own construct.
You feel like some doors should just not be opened?
Yeah, and some people, can accept penis pasta, and that's the ceiling.
And that's Klein.
Yeah.
That's my ceiling right there. But hey, you've got an album coming out in May. People are excited, and obviously, maybe
it'll break you.
It may. That's the one.
Wow, maybe.
That's
What
the
if
first
this
one.
is the one?
Yeah, what if this is the one where I come back here in the summer and you're like, he's on
He is a mess.
He's gone. He had to go somewhere for a little bit.
He had to check in.
They found him in his driveway.
I think that's beautiful.
Well, listen, we're going to listen to it in a second, but You and Forever is a beautiful song, and your new wife, is in the video, which means you got to direct that, and do you actually control that, or does she still control what she does?
She controls everything.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, the best part about the really loving the people around you is completely that complete trust. So like my circle, right, like is a pretty closed door when I make music, but the people whose opinions I really look for, like when I play music at home, like hers, family members, my band, like that's that really core group where it's like, how does this hit you? Everyone else can get fucked, but like, how does that hit you? Whoa.
Well, can't say that word. That's okay.
Oh no. Did you dump it?
We're dumped. We're safe. If it made it on the air, it's going to be a $50,000 fine.
No, really?
$50,000.
$50,000.
Did you bring it with you?
I will. So what happened? Did everyone hear me say everyone else can get beeped?
They just heard you talking, and then all of a sudden it went to like some weird.
And
Okay,
now
so what
we're
I was saying
probably
was,
still glitching.
Anyone else when I'm making music can is for the birds.
Can F off.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you can say F off.
Yeah, you can say that.
Ah.
So, but your wife, as far as if you're working on a song, are you bringing the finished product, or are you like, hey, I've got a melody in my head and I want to see what you think about it?
Songs until they're finished are much like Klein's emotional structure, right? Like they're so delicate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And they can break. So you have to be so careful with them. It's why I never let people come in the studio and play stuff, because it's not right yet. You know what I mean? And it can be destroyed. So when I'm finished, oh yeah, everyone can hear it. This is an expression of my soul. Go off. Tell me what you think. I want you to connect. Whatever. You know what I mean? But when it's in this fragile state, it's so only a few people can hear it who I know are meeting me without, because you don't want to be met with people's shadow. You know, like you tell someone, you play something to someone, and I don't want their life experience thrown on it. I'm still molding it. When it's done, yeah.
But if it's a Bleachers song versus the pressure of that, where you have kind of complete control, as opposed to a song that you're working on for someone else, be it a Taylor Swift or insert any of a number of 1,000 other Lana Del Rey, do you feel a different sort of pressure?
Yeah, but it kind of goes through the same filter with me. Like I keep things really insular. You know, everyone's got their process, right? Like, you know, I heard a story once that, I don't know if this is true, but it's a story that lives in my head that like Jay-Z went out to a restaurant and he brought everyone from the restaurant back to the studio and was like doing his vocals while everyone was there, and he like needed that audience. And I was like, oh, how interesting. I thought it was interesting because it's the opposite of what I would ever do. You have your way, and if you're true to it, you just get closer and closer to the things that matter to you. Me, closed doors. You know, I don't like a lot of people around. I need to be in like a really protected space to make what I make.
And when you are coming up with, say, new, like if you're working with an artist on a new album of theirs and helping them find and express what they want to express in that moment, are you also working on Bleachers stuff on the side, or are you separating like, hey, this is my time to work on my stuff versus, or are they both happening simultaneously?
I'm having a total panic attack about not cursing now.
Like don't worry about it.
We've all done it multiple times.
No, I don't feel bad. I just like literally now all I hear in my head
is the F word.
Worse.
Yeah.
But okay, so back to that. Okay.
Are you thinking about calling Allie the C word now? Because we all are. If that's what you're thinking about.
I was not thinking about it, but for the record, you evoked that.
Yeah.
You've opened that door.
Yeah,
no. Okay. My life is a lot less structured than people would imagine. So every once in a while there'll be like a session, like, oh, okay, like Bleachers guys, we're going to get together for this week and we're going to do this. Record I'm producing, we're going to go here for this week and do this. But most of the time, I wake up in the morning and I go to the studio and it's weaving between different things, right? Oh, I wanted to track drums on this song that I'm working on with Lana. Cool, let's do that. All right, great. Let's leave that for later, see if it's cool. There's this Bleachers song that's been in my head. Like, I want to try to record it 4 BPM slower. I think what we did was too buzzy. And if I continuously am just moving through things, then when I leave the studio, I am in the world and I listen back to the work tapes and I just know what's good. The studio is a place that's like I'm not thinking, I'm just doing stuff, and then I decide later. So it's not hard for me to vacillate. I don't know why.
Right.
How often, Jack Antonoff, do people say to you, hey, we should work on something together? Because obviously you've got that Midas touch with songs and musicians, and you've had no shortage of monster hits that you've been responsible for. And you have to give them the, sure, that sounds fun, but you know in your head we're not really ever going to work together. Does that happen a lot, or are you open to all sorts of collaborative projects?
I'm pretty closed off because but it's not hard because I think it's like, it's not I don't know. It's serious stuff. It's like, if someone like there's only so much time and I want to have a life, so I'm not ever crap. But sometimes like, oh, like I love what you're doing, but I'm so in Bleachers world right now, or I'm working on this thing right now and I'm just there. It's not. It's so weird. I think it's a lot like relationships in general. It's like if something comes along that excites you, you have all the time in the world, and if you see something that looks like you just don't really want to be there, it's like. You want to be anywhere else.
Right,
you know what I mean? Like being on the wrong hang, or like, so maybe you go to a restaurant sometimes and you're just like, oh, this is cool. I'm happy. I want to like stay here. Sometimes you sit down in a restaurant and you're like, get me the F out of here, right? It's like that with music.
So based on that, are you willing to sit around and stay with us through this break so we can continue talking after this? Or
are you going to ask me to make your record?
Do you have to be? Yes, I am.
All right, here's the record.
It's going to be horribly offensive.
It's called About to Break.
Yeah, I love it already.
Oh, my God.
More with Jack Antonoff after this quick break on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
Bleachers on KROQ. Mr. Bleachers himself, Jack Antonoff, is in the KROQ studios. We're going to listen to a brand new song off the yet-to-be-released album coming up called You and Forever. Video is already out, song is out, and we'll talk about that. But, Jack, thank you for, first of all, hanging out, because it means that you didn't come up with an excuse to leave this interview early.
Does that happen a lot?
Yes.
Let's
it doesn't.
What are the excuses? Did the Gorillas have an excuse?
Gorillas just took my coat and left, but I think he claimed he had allergies, but we think Jamie was sick, maybe. We're not sure.
When were they here?
Yesterday.
But not on that mic. Jamie was not on that mic. That was Damon's mic. You're fine.
Oh.
Yeah, you're okay.
This is Damon's mic?
Yeah.
So am I going to become very...
No, don't do it.
You're going to
Ask for his jacket, though.
do not ask for my jacket.
You can have
today.
Klein's jacket.
You don't want my jacket. Jack's got plenty of good clothes. I need my jacket.
You know, when we were talking to Gorillas yesterday, I thought of something to talk to you about because they're very anti-AI. They understandably they don't want to incorporate it into their artwork or anything like that. You use a lot of different tools when you're creating music. Do you feel like there is a world where we can, as creatives, work with AI, or you think it's an all or nothing situation?
Nah.
No slop.
Nothing.
Yeah, because
there's got to be little ways to utilize it that can make things more effective in the studio, right?
Not for me. I don't know. You know, I mean, I don't even really. You know, everything has to be aspirational, right? If we have a perfect example. I watch videos online. One of my calming things is people building things, right? Like, you know, laying like brick and stuff and building. It just calms me. Something I can't do. I think it's interesting. I got a video recently of a robot doing that. And I didn't even think twice. I just moved on. It wasn't interesting to me because the aspirational quality is this person's building a house. Maybe I could do that. I won't, but maybe I could do something like that. Maybe I could do something like that in my life. Another good example, right? Let's say you go to Klein's house and he's got a Picasso and a Picasso print. And they look exactly the same. And he was like, this is a print. This is the real one. You're going to walk right over the real one and take it in, and what you're going to think to yourself is, oh, wow, Picasso's hand was near this, blah, blah, oh, my God, it's so cool.
As opposed to the print.
Because it triggers something in you about your own potential greatness. That's the thing with I think obviously AI will do a number on the world in terms of jobs and all these things, but when it comes to art, it just doesn't matter because I have to know that this came from a person because that triggers the idea that something good could come from me. So it's you know, in art, if it was gonna have taken over, what I heard so many, you know, here's Tupac rapping this, here's blah blah blah, and I don't care, and then I hear something that someone made, and I recognize it immediately. So yeah, I don't even think to. If anything, I kind of love how when I go into the studio, all of a sudden I feel like I'm engaged in like an ancient ritual. I feel like a monk or something.
Right, you're going back in time, sort of,
or just living in a suspended time of like, this is something I do. I did it when no one paid me to do it. I did it when no one asked me to do it. I do. This is what I do, period. And anything could happen in the world. Anything could change, and this would be what I do. And that's a very calm place to live in.
I've seen that video of the robot building the house before, by the way.
Cool?
It's fascinating. I watched all of it. I watched it till the end. I didn't look at it the same way, Jack, but I guess I should have because you're right.
But it's like you also root for humans to succeed and
of
not
course.
robots, because like if you think about the Olympics, you're watching something going like, this is amazing that this human being can do this. I hope she wins. I hope she wins. And then when you see a robot trying to make a delivery, you're like, fall over, get hit by a car.
Yeah,
Come on,
but also like,
get destroyed.
Why do you root for that human being to succeed? It's about yourself.
Because you see yourself in it.
You know, what's the gold medal in your life? You know what I mean? What are you trying? You know, I love that feeling. I get so much when I see someone do something that feels great. I want that for myself.
Right.
I think, you know, there'll be massive destruction, but I think there'll also be, which there already is, an amazing spin into like a really interesting wave of humanity. I mean, God, everyone's going to shows. It's really, you feel people's pain and what they're crying out for. And, you know, Klein was just weeping about it when we were on the break.
Yeah,
you know?
I sure was.
He was screaming, "I'm going to break! I'm going to break!"
Now.
Well, I
wanted
wiping his tears.
You know, listen, I think
I didn't realize, but we were talking about Jews, so I think we have something in common, which is just a deep,
self-hate,
deep sort of
guilt, self-hatred. Which is why I'm going to play you something right now, because, listen, obviously you're amazing at making music for yourself and for others, and you've worked with some great talents like Taylor Swift, Lana Del Rey, Lorde, Sabrina Carpenter, but they're great, and let's be honest, they probably didn't need you. They were great. You made them better, but they were great. How would you produce this song? Jack, how would you produce... This is a song that Ali challenged me to create, because I said that
Is this... I don't want to hear is this the pasta song?
No, this is not. This is a different song.
No, this is an original song that Klein wrote.
This is an original song.
You wrote the song.
As a producer, because I don't like the fact that in music, all the songs are about big ass. There's all these songs in the history of time about big asses. All these songs.
There's some.
There's a lot of songs.
I wouldn't say there's that many.
Oh, Ali, how many songs?
Apple-bottom jeans.
There's a lot of big ass songs.
That's one.
You know what? There's not any songs about medium asses.
Oh, okay.
Regular size.
You've never heard medium ass?
Well, listen. I made this song. And you tell me.
So many songs about big asses, but I do speak for the masses. May not be pretty, may not be cute.
Interesting.
No cap love for the average gluten. Big butt, small butt, I say pass. Hello, ladies, medium ass. Medium ass, medium ass.
How would you produce that better? Or is it already perfect?
I think it's that came from within. And I think that's more important than any opinion I would have,
This is what's bringing him to the breaking point.
This is it. This is why I'm hanging on by a thread, dude.
I think that you think, right, that song should reach the people.
I do.
So go off. If you even need my opinion, then
I've already lost.
So if Klein was to ask you to produce this album, would you say yes?
To his album?
Yeah. If he said, I've got the bug, I want to make an album and I want you to help.
Do you want the sincere answer or the joke answer?
Can we do joke first?
No.
Now how about sincere?
Sincere answer is the way I work with people is, so let's say I heard medium ass and thought it was cool, right? Which I do. I think that's
real.
Yeah. Then I would want to hang out with Klein and understand, it's kind of
like a kind of a date.
Yeah, just to understand and then that moves into proof of concept. You could like someone, you could like their work, but not be able to make something together. It's a really delicate thing. I think the worst thing Klein could do is to get in his feelings in his head and just leave it at medium ass. If I was Klein, I would keep working. So it seems like you want to make songs that are about these spaces that you feel like are undiscovered, right?
In music.
So for example, maybe you think everyone talks about making love in songs. So maybe you want to write a song just about second base. Right?
Love second base.
That's another
the best base. The best
or
base.
self-pleasure. You're a fan of that
How
as well.
about Wednesday, Ali? We wrote a song about Wednesday.
We
the day
did
of the
write a
week.
song
The day
about
of the week that
Wednesdays.
never gets any love in music is
then
Wednesday.
Maybe your album's called The Middleman.
Cool.
And maybe you
Writing it down.
write, 9 or 10 songs about this kind of thing, and just don't let anyone stop you. And then when it comes out and everyone's like, Klein, this sucks, then you just...
How do you know that's what they're going to say?
Then you move to the next body of work.
We're still in the serious answer.
All right. Oh, that's the serious answer?
That's the serious answer.
I want the joke
so
answer.
the middleman, and unibrow, gap tooth in the middle, all middle things, right?
Middles.
You think you're saying this and you're going to leave, we're never going to do this? We're going to spend the next year working on this, and we're going to force you to come back and hear all these stupid songs.
You know what would be really cool is if track 7, you just paid the license and just on your album it played The Middle by Jimmy Eat World.
Oh,
You
yeah.
didn't even cover it.
In the middle of the album.
Just
the middle.
one real song.
Yeah.
I got to take a break now. And then it's the
Saving
middle
grace.
and you just singing along
Album is
sometimes.
trash. Let's play a real song now. You guys deserve it. This is called You and Forever. It's by Bleachers, and obviously the video is amazing. Your wife is in it. Anything you want to say before we put it on KROQ?
It's just, I'll say after.
Okay. Take a listen. Enjoy. It's Bleachers on KROQ.
Klein, Alley, Show! Mornings on KROQ 106.7 KROQ.
You and Forever. It's Bleachers on
First
KROQ.
time I heard it on the radio.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's so cool.
Oh,
Does it still have that
congratulations.
magic hearing
Oh
it?
yeah, the way the radio compresses music sounds different. It's
magical.
Thanks for playing that, guys. That's so cool.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for playing the KROQ shows over the years. Thank you for stopping by to hang out with us for the last hour. Jack Antonoff is in the KROQ studios now.
Is it traffic hour out there?
Always traffic hour.
Really?
It's
Always and
traffic
never.
hour.
I feel like
where I
everything
go in
is just
California.
merged at this point. Like
Yeah.
it's all one rush hour.
How long has it been since you've been living here full time?
Here?
Yeah.
I don't live here.
Oh, I know.
Who told
But
you that?
I thought you did live here for a period of time.
Oh yeah, because I used to see you. You used to be my neighbor. I did the opposite. I live in New York, from New Jersey, and we moved back to Jersey. Which I think New York to Jersey is the opposite of New York to LA.
Right,
In some
absolutely.
ways. But
Yeah.
I like it here. My only problem here is I don't have a place I don't have a house. And when you stay in hotels, you don't relax.
I can't
relax
sleep in hotels anymore.
I
It
can
used to be
sleep
so
like a dead
comforting.
person because I learned that from Tor. But you relax in the Skittles in bed way. You don't relax in the
Home way.
existential. I'm home. Like when you get home and you just break down
Just
weeping.
break down, cry,
Yeah.
cry in my park. That's nothing makes me feel I can't do that in a hotel. I can only do that in my own driveway.
So, new song, new album is on the way, and then I'm already being asked about shows.
Oh, yeah.
Are those, I assume,
Yeah,
hopefully happening?
I booked a tour.
Oh, great.
I didn't announce it yet.
Oh,
Until right now?
I mean, there's a tour. There's a big tour. You know what? you gotta go to the people. You gotta go around the world. I don't like this. Like I booked, 100 shows in one area. You come to me. It's like it's the whole feeling. It's like they're in my town. I grew up with that. Like when bands would come to Jersey or like, I mean, obviously we'd go to the city a lot to see them. But it's like I'm more emboldened than ever to tour. Mm-hmm. To like go and play all the cities all over the world, but specifically in America, it's like the audiences are so different, man. What happens in Salt Lake City is totally different than happens in LA. You get to the Bay Area, even San Diego, it's a whole different scene. You get to like Phoenix, and that's like it's so exciting to go deliver it. And I feel like there's this trend now where it's like, no, you come to me.
Yeah.
And I think the glory of touring is what you
bring to them,
what you share to go through. There's a cool thing that happens where it's like we show up in a city and it's like, we went through a lot to be here. You went through a lot to be here. Now let's celebrate. Mm-hmm. Like I don't want to ever lose that. You feel me?
Yeah, we know what you're saying.
And also, I think with smaller venues too. Like I think it's great to play stadium shows, and that's its own experience. But I love when I see a band that's trying to do, smaller venues or more intimate performances.
Okay, well, interesting you say that. I won't give it away, but this tour we're doing something really different. It's kind of all over the place. Basically, I went through it. I've been touring for so long. I know where I want to play. I know where I don't want to play. I'm just like, I want to play here, 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 here. If the production is modular, I don't care. But specifically in LA, we're doing something real weird.
Cool.
So it's...
You'll tell us about that first, right?
Yeah, sure. I'll call in and...
Yay!
I'll have a song to play for you.
We'll give you the 800
Let's
number.
wrap things up with 2 epic questions for Jack Antonoff. Here we go.
Two epic questions.
Questions.
Epic question number 1. No one has ever gotten a perfect score. Allie, what do you got for Jack?
Jack Antonoff, how many photos are currently stored in your phone?
Like 14,000.
Wow.
Ish.
How many do you have in your phone, Klein?
I don't have that many pictures. I just have a bunch of unread emails.
How many unread emails do you have right now?
Currently? Hold on.
Do you want a literal number, though? Should I go look?
Where's the number?
Oh, my God. I was way off.
24,000 unread emails.
65,880 pictures.
Jeez.
Wow.
That's incredible. Jack, you're a fan of all things 80s. You've been inspired by the 80s. What is the greatest snack from the 80s that no longer exists?
The greatest snack?
That is question number 2.
What?
Epic questions.
I don't remember. I was so young.
You don't remember a snack from the 80s?
No, I wasn't snacking it. I was having like butter noodles. I could do 90s snack. I was a baby.
All right, give us a 90s
it's
snack.
A ridiculous question.
All right, you can't get it right. You failed then. You couldn't get 2 right.
Who was the 19th president, Klein?
Yeah, I'll tell you, it was Roosevelt probably.
Imagine he's right. I love this music. Can we go a little longer on this?
No, because you couldn't get your question right.
I like it.
I'll give you your backup question.
I'll give you a question.
Here we go.
If you
go ahead.
If you were to cry on air, what would it be about? And do you feel the tiniest tingle going up your spine of tears? Do you feel the tiniest?
You know what? Allie told me that she's starting the process of IVF right now to have another kid, and that made me feel a little emotional because I remember when she told me the first time on the air that she was pregnant, and I
Did you cry?
Didn't cry.
No, but you did give me a weird hug.
I gave her a
think
hug.
that's a very big thing.
I don't think you should touch, but okay.
That's what HR said. The same exact thing. It's
but did you feel anything just now?
Yeah, just now I did it in my penis.
Oh, what?
You can say that?
Yeah, I did. I felt it in my penis. We're going to get out of here. It's the weekend, so we'll...
What song is this? Are you playing me off with...
Incubus. You're being played off with Incubus.
Wait, here comes the scratching.
And we're not playing you off. It's just the other DJ's going to come in here. We're going to be sitting around yapping.
No, this is not Incubus.
This is.
No, this is...
Drive.
No,
Incubus.
Then you really know what it's like. No, this is... Then you really know... This is what it's like.
No, you're going to be wrong in a second. Takeaways next on KROQ.
Thanks for helping this clip go viral. Clearly based on the counter below, we're almost there.
Oh, God. Yes, that is viral.
You really got to share this with some people, please. Seriously, please. We don't want to get real jobs.
Don't make us beg, but that's what we're already doing.
Yeah. So, we do these videos from time to time. You can check it out. And believe it or not, there's a complete show. These videos are the worst of the show. You want the best of the show? Check us out on KROQ every single day. We're also available on your apps as a podcast to accommodate your schedule, or we'll be juggling at a gas station near you soon.